At Numerian Capital, we bring you the latest stock news each day. Please like and subscribe so we can bring these articles to you each day. Thank you.
Today, November 9, 2022, 5 investors betting big on MicroStrategy stock. Falling Bitcoin prices have put pressure on MicroStrategy stock. The fallout of FTX has contributed to the decline of MicroStrategy and Bitcoin. CEO Fonla has stated that MicroStrategy has no plans to sell any Bitcoin. Shares of MicroStrategy stock are down by over 65% year to date. Shares of MicroStrategy, Nasdaq MSTR, are down by 19%, further adding to its 5-day decline of about 30%. MicroStrategy stock was hit after it was announced that cryptocurrency exchange FTX was insolvent, bringing down crypto prices across the board. Bitcoin is down by over 10% today, bringing its 5-day decline to over 20%. Furthermore, the original crypto has plunged below the $17,000 price range for the first time since November 2020. It's well known that MicroStrategy owns a massive stake in Bitcoin. At the end of the third quarter, the software company owned about 130,000 Bitcoins that were purchased for about $4 billion. That represents 0.62% of all Bitcoin outstanding. MicroStrategy reported in its third quarter earnings that its impairment charges were only $727,000 compared to $917.8 million during the second quarter and $65 million a year ago, which was attributed to stable Bitcoin prices. However, if the falling prices in the last few days are sustained, the company could record substantial impairment charges for the fourth quarter. On top of that, MicroStrategy noted that its low water mark for Bitcoin is around $17,600. Meanwhile, CEO Fonla appears to be unfazed. In the company's earnings call, he explained, "To reiterate our strategy, we seek to acquire and hold Bitcoin for the long term. And we do not currently plan to engage in sales of Bitcoin. We have a long-term time horizon and the core business is not impacted by the near-term Bitcoin price fluctuations." With less confident as ever, let's take a look at 5 investors betting big on MicroStrategy stock. 5 investors betting big on MicroStrategy stock. Tracking institutional ownership is important, as these large investors provide liquidity and support for stocks. During second quarter, 22613F filers reported owning MicroStrategy, a decline of 30 filers from the previous quarter. Meanwhile, the institutional put-to-call ratio sits at 1.89, up from 1.3 during the first quarter. That's equivalent to 2.68 million calls and 5.08 million puts, implying a bearish option stance. So, who's still betting big on MicroStrategy? 1. Michael Saylor, former CEO, 2.36 million shares. Saylor's stake is accurate as of fourth quarter of 2020. 2. Capital International Investors, 1.38 million shares. Capital International purchased 1,486 shares during second quarter. 3. Vanguard, 890,357 shares. Vanguard purchased 2,135 shares during second quarter. 4. BlackRock, 733,827 shares. BlackRock purchased 56,489 shares during second quarter. 5. Renaissance Technologies, 399,500 shares. Renaissance purchased 313,200 shares during second quarter.
Thanks for watching Numerian Capital News. Please come back tomorrow for another stock news update. Thank you.